Hi, this is Anita White with St. Croix River Valley Holistic Practitioners. Today we're talking with Denise Gunderson. She is with the Healing Waters Qigong in Hudson, Wisconsin. And welcome, Denise.
Thank you, Anita. It's a pleasure to be here and tell people about Qigong, because a lot of people here don't know what Qigong is.
So tell me about Spring Force Qigong and the history of it, and then your history with being a master healer in Qigong.
Sure. You know, Qigong is over 5,000 years old. It is not something that just appears today. It's 5,000 years old. I think that's incredible that it's still here and still practiced by so many people, especially in the Eastern cultures. So for us here, we are so fortunate to have Master Chunyi Lin, who is a master healer with Spring Forest Qigong. He developed Spring Forest Qigong for us Westerners because we like things fast. We want everything quick. And this practice just slows us down a little bit, but not to the degree that Qigong in China has been practiced. So we get to learn it quite rapidly compared to the months and years that the masters in China are taking time and meditating in the mountains for months on end. So he has developed simple, powerful practices for us to be able to move our own energy that clogs us up, per se, energy that, if we have something emotionally that happened to us, our energy blocks. If we have we have an accident and we break our arm, the energy in our arm doesn't flow as smoothly because we have a breakage. It's those kinds of things. Wrong food can be a cause, or wrong medicines can be a cause of an energy block. So there's reasons why we have energy blocks, and some of them we really don't have control over. Our environment, we don't have control over. So we want to make sure that we continue to take care of ourselves by moving that energy through our bodies smoothly so we can live our optimum well-being. So
go ahead and finish your sentence.
So Master Chunyi Lin, back in the 90s, came to America, and he came as a foreign exchange professor, and taught over here. And what he decided in his time here for that amount of time was he was going to come back and he was going to teach us Qigong. So he developed Spring Forest Qigong. Spring Forest Qigong is really, some master healers in China are a little bit concerned that we are learning the secrets. So we have secrets right here that we can aid our bodies in being healthy, the whole being, body, mind, and spirit. So the exercises help us move and shift the body, the energy in the body. Then there's meditations that go with that, and that helps still the mind, just to help us get at peace. The stress in our world. We have so much stress in our lives. We are busy going here, busy going there, taking the kids here, making dinner, going to work. We're just on the go all the time. So this practice you can take anytime, anywhere. It doesn't cost you anything to just simply take some time for you. So that's where, for me also, the spiritual connection. It enhances my own spirituality. It doesn't take anything away. It just brings me to another place of that connection that I have with my source.
Wonderful, Denise. Tell me a little bit about your story and how you became a master healer in Qigong.
Sure. The master healer part, I never thought that I was going to do this. I started doing massage back in the 80s. A friend of mine came over and she had taken a massage class down in River Falls, and she said, let's exchange massages. Well, I was a little nervous about that because I'd never given anybody a massage, and I'd never really had one. So with kids all over in the apartment building, all over, we had lay down on the floor on a blanket and gave each other a massage. Well, it was such a beautiful experience to get, but I loved giving it. So I started just kind of playing around and giving friends and family neck rub, shoulder rub here and there. And I had said to my friend, I said, if you ever take another class, I really would be interested in taking it with you. So months later, she called me. She said, I'm going to take another class over in Minneapolis. So I joined her in that class. There I learned how to stand, how to hold my body, how to feel the muscles and what to look for. From there, I just kept giving people massages, and they were thrilled with the service that I was offering. Well, at that time, I wasn't charging. I wasn't really even. I was just doing it from my heart. And as the time went on, someone said, you know, you could get paid for what you're doing. I said, seriously, I could? So I did. I started getting a clientele, and I started charging for the massages that I was doing. Well, as I was working with people, I recognized patterns that were consistent, where I would feel the energy moving in the body, and I would start to voice what it was they were holding in different parts of their body. And as I started voicing it, they're like, I do, you're right. And that was a lot of my schooling. That was really hands-on learning what energy was being held in what part of the body. So from there, I actually developed a map of the body. Now, I didn't know anything about energy work at the time. I had no idea that energy work even existed, you know, in my conscious mind. Subconsciously, I must have, but in my conscious mind, I didn't have a clue. And I started, a friend of mine that I was giving a massage to said, you know, I'm going to take a Qigong class. Would you be interested in taking a Qigong class? I had no idea what it was. So I said, sure. I went, and I felt welcome home. It was, this is what I've been doing. So over the years, all of a sudden you had to be licensed to be a massage therapist, and I really was doing something else. So I decided to stop doing the massage totally and just do Qigong with people. The powerful, powerful experiences that I've had, words just can't describe. I think on my card I should have Miracle Observer, because I get to watch people from car accidents that are totally paralyzed. Doctors said, you'll never walk again, to them walking. And, you know, can I say that it was Qigong that did it? No, I can't say that Qigong did it. But what I can tell you is the doctor looked at this young man when he came into the hospital, or into his appointment, and said, whatever you've done is not by my hands. I only performed surgery on you so you wouldn't be in pain. Whatever you've done is not by the medical field. So that was really a testimony for me to witness that kind of miracle. Really, for me, it's a miracle. I get to witness miracles. So it's amazing. So I actually, from taking the first course, level 1, decided that I wanted to take level 2. Level 1 is about healing, working with self, moving your own energy. Level 2 is about detecting energy in other people's bodies, feeling that energy and assisting them in moving energy in their body. Levels 3 and level 4 are deep, deep meditations, hours. We're talking about 4.5, 5, 6 hours of meditating in these. It's a weekend course. So, you know, you get a really deep sense of who you are and really that connection with your higher power.
Oh, that's wonderful. It just sounds overwhelmingly healing, Denise.
It's amazing to me. So I have, I was going to go into what I have.
That's all right. Let's talk about your clients. And I understand that you have a lot of different people that come to see you, but let's talk a little bit about what a general day would look like, and maybe an example of someone that you've worked with recently.
A typical client is everyday people. You know, we all have things that happen in our lives. And so those are the people that come to see me. It's somebody who maybe just lost their husband, or maybe somebody who is going through cancer and doing chemo. They would be somebody who would typically come see me. Somebody who is depressed. Somebody who is just at a loss in their life and they don't really know what it is. They just aren't centered. With Qigong, I found that we really do reconnect with our authenticity. That is the most beautiful piece for me, is to just bring people back home. You know, we look for the answers oftentimes outside of us, and truly the answers are inside. You have your answers. Sometimes we don't listen. And that's what Qigong will help you do, help you still the body, the mind a little bit so that you have time, you take time to listen. So the typical client, you know, a day may look like seeing somebody who was in a car accident, somebody who has severe back pain. or somebody who's been in pain for years. This is a true story where I had somebody who's come in chronic pain for 3 years. The doctors didn't know what to do. They couldn't fix it anymore on Vicodin for 3 years, couldn't work. And after the fourth time of seeing me, she came back on the 5th time and said, "I have no pain."
Oh, beautiful.
That was awesome.
Beautiful.
So then she went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Would you tell Denise thank you, because we didn't know what else we could do." So it's those kinds of things, and it's not always something severe. It could be something where somebody wants maintenance. They just want to keep feeling good.
Yeah.
So oftentimes I have clients who are on a maintenance program where they come and see me once a month, and just to keep that feeling of peace and joy in their life.
Okay. Well, Denise, we talked a little bit about your clients, what it's like to work one-on-one with them. So I personally was able to go to one of your classes a while ago, and it was a tremendous healing experience for me. And so I want you to speak to that. What is a class like, and kind of the things you do to get ready, and then if someone was coming to class, what they would expect when they got there, and maybe what during the practice it's like, and a little bit about what the experience at the end.
Sure. I love it when a client will actually take the class, because that gives me the indication that they're ready to take care of their own well-being. And that's really my goal. My goal is not to take care of everybody. I can't. All of us practitioners together, holistic practitioners, cannot take care of everybody's needs. We have to teach you how to take care of self. So that's why I love teaching the class, because it gives you the tools. So a typical day or typical class is where you come in, you learn history about where Qigong comes from, why it's important, what it is that shifts and how it changes, what causes the different blockages in the body. It also helps us with it helps us shifting and moving the energy blockages out, and so we can bring in that love. Qigong, Spring Forest Qigong, is based on love, kindness, and forgiveness, with compassion and gratitude. I like to add the gratitude piece, because our lives, if we live in gratitude, move so much smoother. We live an optimum, healthy life when we can find those pieces that we're grateful for. Life is way too short to be worried about whether or not it's going to rain today, or what you're going to make for dinner tonight. Just being still and letting it come to you, I found to be tremendous healing for myself. And I think you would agree with when you open up to the possibilities of life actually coming to you, rather than having to scurry around and try to fix it or try to make it right or improve it somehow. To take what you get and start to enhance your own existence, body, mind, spirit, with that piece.
The practice of Qigong in the classroom, what kind of things do you demonstrate and have people actually participate in?
Right. Well, level 1 is all about you. It's all about taking care.
Like that.
Yeah. Why? Who wouldn't like that? Finally, we're going to take care of self. We've been pushing self on the back burner for a while. So finally, we're going to take care of self. It's all about you. Level 1 is moving your energy in your body. So the beginning is the history, and then we go into actually taking time to do some of the disciplines. Very simple, powerful exercises. We'll cover some of those in a little bit here, so you get to experience it. What I would love for the viewing audience to be able to do is actually stand in their living room and experience this for themselves and see what it feels like to be still, even if it's only 5 minutes a day, to be able to take that time. So we're going to take that opportunity now to look at some of that, of how to do Spring Forest Qigong.
Wonderful. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you for joining me for a little Qigong practice. Today I want you to just grab a little glass of water and have that by you, so that when we're done practicing, you can drink that water. It'll help flow that energy through your system a little bit more. So go ahead and grab that. Well, I tell you that you can do Qigong standing, lying, or seated. So we're going to do this standing. And what you're going to do is take your feet, put them about shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly and tip your pelvis forward. Then straighten your spine nice and tall, feeling that nice stretch in your vertebrae. And as if there's a magnet pulling your head to the ceiling, you're going to feel that stretch nice and tall. Good. Then put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Close your eyes. Put a little smile on your face and say in your mind, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I are combined. And have your elbows slightly away from the body, your fingers open, and relax your shoulders. Focusing your mind on your lower dantian. This is the space right behind your belly button. And just think about that space while you relax. And you're going to take your right hand and you're going to put that in front of your heart center. Your left hand right in front of your lower dantian. Relaxing your elbows, relaxing your shoulders. Imagine a transparent column in the center of your body, from the base of your torso to the top of your head. The column can be any size you desire. Just imagine that column as you relax. We're going to start moving the yin and yang. You're going to take your right hand and it's going to go down as your left hand comes up, nice and slow, about 3 rotations in 1 minute. When your hand gets to about your face and your right hand gets to the base of your torso, you'll shift and move in the opposite direction. The hand that's going up is always the closest to your torso. The hand going down is farther away. Women, as your left hand is coming up, you're going to stop right in front of your lower dantian. And your right hand will come down to meet it. Men, your left hand as it comes up will stop in front of your lower dantian. And your right hand will come down to meet it. And take as if you're holding a ball. And breathe in. As you inhale through your nose, your elbows go out and your hands follow. Exhale and your elbows come in and your hands follow. Take your hands and rub them gently together. This is just a little practice of Qigong. I hope that you found it a little bit relaxing. It was only 10 minutes or so, but if you incorporate this in your day every day, you can take those 10 minutes and they add up. So thank you so much for joining me.
So in conclusion, we have a couple things to cover. One is, how will people find you?
Well, I'm over at Healing Waters Health Center over in Hudson, Wisconsin. We're up in the industrial park. You can go to our website, www.healthcenterwi.com, and you can see the different practitioners there, and you can look at the schedule for the classes. There's a class schedule, it's a calendar. Just click on the calendar and you'll be able to see when the classes are. You have an opportunity at that time as well to schedule appointments, one-on-one sessions with me. I would love to have people experience this. It's really an experience that you can't put words on. It goes so deep, and it's all about loving you. Mm-hmm. So you get an hour that's about nurturing and taking care of self.
Wonderful. My last question is, this is your opportunity to let the audience know exactly what it is that you do and how you do it and why you do it.
I do it because I'm called to do it. It is a spiritual part of me that I can't deny. You know, for years I tried to pretend that this wasn't part of my life, and it truly is a part of my life, and I've embraced it now, and it's time for me to share the gifts that I have. I am thrilled. My life is so complete by being able to assist others. So as you come in, and let you lay on a table, it may be hands-on, it may not be hands-on. I'm working with your energy whether my hands are on the body or not. But I simply just place my hands on your body, and I can feel that energy shifting, and you can feel the energy shifting. It is so amazing where people come in and go, I just really wanted a massage, and they leave saying, it felt like I just had an hour and a half massage, because the tension that the muscle holds. And as soon as we start putting in the, my mind went to something else. As soon as we start to intentionally shift that energy starts to move. My analogy is that if you had a glass with water in it, where there's water, where there's air. I can't make the air be where the water is, or the water be where the air is at the same time. I can't do that. So the same with the energy in our bodies. If we're holding on to some trauma or holding on to some anger, if we're holding on to that energy in that part of the body, that we truly desire, and I believe that we are love beings. Excuse me. We are love beings, and that's truly what our essence is. If we deny that, and if we keep pushing it away, that isn't serving us, and it's not serving anybody. It's not serving the world. So we work mostly with love. That love, the kindness, and the forgiveness.
And those are the tenets of Spring Forest Qigong.
They are. We really work at shifting the energy consciously. We're always moving energy. You see a funny movie and you laugh. You see a sad movie and you cry. It's not that we don't already move energy. You're doing it all the time. This is consciously going, this no longer serves me. We're going to move it, and then we bring in that love, the unconditional love that you so desire to have.
Wow, Denise, that's a wonderful idea to leave the audience with today. So I'm Anita White with the St. Croix River practitioners in the St. Croix Valley, and we are concluding our interview with Denise Gunderson. Thank you for coming, and I hope you come back to see more. You can find us on rivervalleyholistic.com.